welcome to Dollar Tree Tuesday DIY. So you have to remember, or if you remember I should say, these little ornaments that I picked up from Dollar Tree a couple weeks ago. This one looks like a door. I also had one that looked like a giant tag. We are going to be using this today. And so that's the only thing that I'm using, I think, new. No, I picked up one more thing. This right here. And then I pulled some of these little balls out from my stash that I had. They all came from the Dollar Tree. And then I have some of this garland from last year. It looks like this, and they have this out in the stores now. So everything I'm showing you came from the Dollar Tree, and you still can find it. And then, of course, the berry garland that I hauled the other week. And then this is a little mini wire rim. Now, I bought this I think I've had this a couple of years, actually. They did come from Dollar Tree, and if I'm not mistaken, I did see them in there. Along with some foliage from the Dollar Tree. Now, this was from last year, a couple years ago. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but I've got it out just in case. So, as you can guess, we are making a wreath. So, this is so simple. I have made one, and I'll show it to you just a bit. But this garland comes in 15 feet. And so I got the 15 feet one. And I think it also comes in a smaller size, but you will need the 15 feet. 15 feet should give you 2 wreaths. And these mini wreath forms come in a 2-pack as well. So we are going to be making a wreath. Now, this wreath, I am not making it permanent per se. So if I decide that I want to use this wreath form again, or if I want to use bits and pieces of the wreath again, I can. So all we're going to do is start in here, and this is wired, so it's very easy to do. I'm just going to slip that in there, and I'm just going to twist it around very tightly. And then I'm going to hold it and wrap. So that's what I'm going to be doing all the way around, is just wrapping the garland around the wreath form. Very easy to do. And I found on the other one that I did, you don't really have to wrap all that tightly. Like, you don't have to pack it in. This spreads out pretty well, as you can see. It hides the wreath form really well. So I'm just going to continue doing this until I'm finished with it. Okay, so I am finished wrapping that round, and all I'm doing is taking the end of it, and I'm pushing it back through one of the little rings like that, separating it a little bit, and then pushing it tight. So there we go. So to do 2 of these little mini wreaths, you need about 7.5 feet of garland. Very simple. I also wanted to show you what you could use if you didn't have the garland. I have a bunch of these left over from last year, and these also work just by wrapping them around the little wreath form. And if you wanted to add some more filler in your wreath, you want it to be fluffier, you can add a couple of those and get the same effect. So I just wanted to really quickly show you that. And you can definitely get these from the Dollar Tree as well. And I think where my little end was, didn't quite get filled enough, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one of the little things, and all I'm doing is sticking it in the wreath, and then pulling it back through and pushing it down. And that's all I'm doing to this one, is pulling it through, sticking it back through a hole in the wreath, and then pushing it down. There we go. Okay, then we're going to take this berry garland. I should have found the end of it first, because the other one was quite difficult to do so. Yeah. There we go. Very much easier. We're going to take this, and we're going to wrap it around the garland. So we're going to create this look of wild berries around the garland. And this is enough to do twice around. And so I'm using the whole thing on it. And I'm just kind of doing mine loosely, but you can do it tight if you want it to be a tighter fit. But I am going to go back around. So I'm just using the whole thing on here. And so there are some gaps, not to worry, they will be filled. the same with the berries. I'm just going to wrap it under here, pull it tight, and then stick it under another one of the berry vines, and that'll hold it in place. Okay, so I'm not using any glue, any hot glue or anything on here, and I think that looks quite nice. Then we're just going to take this ornament, and I was thinking about hanging it from the middle like that, but I wasn't quite sure if I wanted it in the middle or over here to the side with some flowers on this side. So I'm just going to see what I think I like. I do like the berries with the pine cones though. It has a very nature-inspired feel to it. And I'm just going to pop these little pine cones off maybe. And maybe place a few in there like that. And maybe some more berries with it like that. Now I'm going to put these on here, but I'm not gluing them. And you'll see what I'm doing with them in just a second while I'm checking it out. And then I thought about maybe hanging some little balls around here like this. So all I'm going to do, first I'm going to anchor my door. Like I said, I don't know if I really want it in the middle or not. I know I should have thought this through before we got on camera, but you know, the more I looked at it, the more I like it in the middle. But I like it to the side as well. Okay, so I decided to put it in the middle. Alright, so now how am I going to attach this and not hot glue it and mess up all the little vine on it? Well, what I'm going to do is use some sticky foam backs. I tested this and it does work. So I'm just going to put one, and I'm going to pull this down because I really don't want the cord showing too much. Pull the little felt over it like that. I'm just going to put one right here. And then I'm going to put another one at the bottom. There we go. And I'm just going to take a little piece of Scotch tape here and pull this down and tape it down. Because if I want to use it as an ornament or something else later, I can definitely do that. Well, just kind of hold it out of the way there. Now I'm just going to look to see where I want to put this. I think this has the less berries right here. And I'm just going to stick it down. Voila, and it holds. Okay, so now I have to decide if I want to put some little ornaments on it or not. And I like the way the ornaments look, but I think they're just a little bit big, so we're not going to use them. But I am going to use some of these berries. And how I'm going to do that, I'm just going to go right through here and stick them underneath the wire, the wired berries. And then I'm going to take a pine cone and I'm going to cut one of these little foam squares in half. And I'm just going to stick it to the very bottom of it. And then just to hear it like that. And they do stay quite nicely. There's just something about the berries and stuff I like. Like I said, I was going to put florals on here, but just cutting that little tip off there. But I like the rustic nature look of it. Okay. Maybe another little gold one over here. stick that down into there like that. And then take another one of the little pine cones. You see this little thing right here? It has a little pick on the end of it. Just trim it off. And we'll stick that one down right there. How cute does that look? And that took very little, no time at all. And I think I am going to move this one down just a little bit. See, the foam tape pulls right off. There we go. Now, if I wanted to see how a little flower looked on there, see if I can find the smallest one here. We could do like that. But I just think that overwhelms the wreath. It's a little small for that. So, if I'm making changes to it, I'll let you know. But I just think that's darling. And let me show you the other one that I created. This was the first one that I did. And I put him in the middle too. So all I did with this one was obviously wrap it. And I took the little, this one was like a tag. And I took the thing off of this and I strung it through the back of the wreath to hold it on. And then I put the little foam tape underneath it to hold it. And then I retied the bow so that the things could hang down a little bit. And then I added some little flowers here, little teeny white ones. If I had some little teeny red ones, I'd add them. I don't have any right now. And then some little baby's breath. And these snowflakes are actually just stickers that I stuck on there. And they'll come right off. So I just think these are really cute, really simple. And it's an inexpensive way to use these little plaques in a way besides ornaments. Now, I will show you really, really quick what I was going to do with the snowflakes. I was just going to take, with the little balls, I was just going to take a little piece of Chanel pipe cleaner, run it through here like this, and then twist it or put it into the wreath, and then twist it around so that it would hold on there. But I think that's too big, and I don't want this to be, taken away from, the attention away from it. So, very quick and easy, simple DIY. You could do 2 plaques for $1, $2, $3, $4, maybe $5 if you had to buy some floral and stuff. But most of us have stickers and florals and stuff in our stash already. So 2 products, $5 and under. So I hope you enjoyed this. And if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And if this is your first time joining me on my channel, please come back by hitting that little subscribe button down there. And when you hit the subscribe button, wait for the bell to pop up. And go ahead and tap the bell, and you'll be notified each time I upload a new video according to the options that you choose. So thank you so much for joining me today for another Dollar Tree DIY. I will be back with some more very easy, inexpensive holiday decor. Thanks for joining me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.